Mic check 1. Mic check 2. Konnichiwa, minasan, it's your boy the Otaku Natsu coming in for another episode of our series, Grinding here on the Ladders on MTGArena. Last time, you guys, we ended up playing a little bit of the draft, the new draft at the time. It was the Kamigawa. We got our butts, ended up getting our butts kicked because we delved in powers that we shouldn't have been delving in. Here, let me go ahead and switch right now so you guys can see my face. There you go. Powers that were one should never use, the powers of Dimir. But it was fun being the villain for a little bit. Other than that, I have some IRL. I know I had this technically yesterday to show you, but I wanted to show you guys, whoever's watching my Magic content, this because I feel like you guys would appreciate it more. So let me go ahead and hop on over to this screen real quick, and you'll see what I mean. One sec. Boom.
Scroll up the tree.
There we go. All right. So what you're seeing now, of course, is what we're going to be doing, hopping into historic rank. But if you go to the home screen on Arena right now, you're gonna notice. Hey, welcome to the live stream, JMG. It's good to have you. I know this is a little bit different than Pokemon stuff, but I really do appreciate you stopping by either way. Now I'm just going over with the guys. Yesterday I went into an IRL Magic the Gathering Friday Night Magic tournament / gathering at our local game store, which is actually a little bit bigger than your average game store. Hey, what's up, Koa? It's good to have you both here. I genuinely mean that. I apologize, but yesterday the tournament that I'm talking about actually ended up running a little bit later than I expected, but like I'm about to go into some great fun stuff. So we ended up getting this. So the reason why that's cool is if I go ahead and switch over here. If you notice, there's a similarity by what's on the screen right here. So I thought that was really cool. They were able to kind of keep the IRL and the Magic Arena packaging pretty much similar. And of course, the reason why anybody goes there is to try and win. I did end up getting my butt kicked, but I did get one of the rarest cards, and that is this card here.
When I went to the tree, there's no scroll.
Let me switch over to the big screen.
Hey, that's what...
There we go. This is Vivian. I'm sorry. There we go. Of the hunt. So, long story short, this card right here is what a lot of people are searching for right now in the set. It's the equivalent, Koa, of pulling like a 6-star operator, or I guess you could be like, if they're on the banner, like a 6-star operator everyone's after. I wouldn't say it would be like Dr. Calstit or Surtur levels of like hyper rare, but it's like a little bit above your average. So if they kind of weighted your average 6-star a little bit harder to get. Yeah, like a limited operator type thing. It's about that kind of rarity. So, and on top of that, you know how you buy skins in the game of Arknights? Well, there's different skins for different cards. So not only did I pull this particular card, but this happens to be the, like if you purchase, like a limited edition skin for it. So it's like I got like a 2-for-1 essentially. So this is like the most expensive version of that card. So I thought that was really cool. So I just want to share that with you guys in today's before we get into today's live stream. Also, I appreciate the compliment, by the way. Thank you. From that, gaming thing here, let me fix that so we can actually see. Boom. Cool. You're seeing what I see. All right. So as you can imagine, when I got home, I wanted to play with my toys.
Yeah.
You know, like because you know you can play Magic in real life or you can play it online with your friends here. Like I'm talking to you guys right now.
Oh.
So the set, the tournament I went to was called the pre-release. So imagine to put it in Arknight's terms. So right now, well, I think I can prove. I can show you right now. So TCG Player is pretty much the world-renowned source when it comes to um, buying and selling trading cards. A good example of like what TCG Player is if you buy sell cards here in America, you will always choose Kelly Blue Book for your car, a used car, so that way you'd be able to see an accurate price no matter what time you're checking. So you'd use tcgplayer.com in order to find an accurate price for IRL Magic cards. So we're going to use that app right here. And like I mentioned to you, Vivian on the Hunt, the borderless version, I don't know if you can see, I'm really close in for you. But it's currently going for about 23-ish bucks. So, it doesn't sound like much, but if you, just so you're aware, your average rare in Magic the Gathering goes for like $5-6. So, yeah, it basically essentially paid for the box that I was getting. But let's go ahead and get into it. Okay. Alright, sorry. I have like 5 different options. I like streaming at this time more often, obviously, because one, I'm more alert, and then two, the internet's not going to be a little bastard like usual, so I appreciate. It was good to have JMG come in though for that brief moment. All right, so let's go ahead and this is. Oh, by the way, Koa, I did see your comment on my latest video that I posted on YouTube. Obviously, I have a backlog of stuff that I need to push out, so don't worry. Including the episode that you were there for, I have a few more that are going to be pushed out on the Pokemon series. So there's tons of more content that you'll be able to watch on the channel if you're serious, if you're actually enjoying it. I know it can be a little cringe to watch sometimes, but I appreciate it. Cool. And of course, Arknight's content coming soon. Because at the end of the day, that's what you're here for, and I really do appreciate you coming for whatever. Even if you don't watch 90% of my videos, the ones you do watch, I appreciate your time. All right. Okay. So today we're gonna go into one of the most popular formats here on MTGArena. The reason why it's so popular is because you figure you spend all this money on this game, and it's a little kind of frustrating to have to keep purchasing more and more and more and more, and not really get to use your cards, I should say, or collectibles for long term. And so Magic has found a way for you to get use out of your digital cards, essentially, or else it'd just be kind of horrible. Today we're gonna go ahead and try that format. So it's really, this format tends to be a little bit rough on beginners, mainly because you have access to such a backlog of cards that most of the even on the lower ranks like we're about to go in today, we're gonna face some pretty steep competition. But I like it just because, again, I get to play with my toys. And so, this is a new deck that I built today. It's called 5-Color Dragons. If you get into Magic, or if you see a few other streamers, this is quite a popular meta list, I would say. Not this one specifically. I try to go a little bit more unique on these ones. So these ones are gonna be like, but this one obviously is these two, I would say, the Inferno of the Star, and Ugin to clean up are pretty much must-haves in the deck. So like, regardless if you go to a Russian streamer, Japanese streamer, American streamer, and they're all streaming Magic the Gathering, they're playing with dragons, they're gonna have those 2 cards in, including one more card that we're about to get if things go well in the stream. So let's get into it. So we're gonna do best of 1 rank to start out, and then we're gonna get into best of 3.
What's happening? I'll say what now?
And of course, if you guys are watching this after the fact on YouTube, I'm so sorry for having to go into that spiel, but you know, I get excited talking about the new stuff in my life. So, and the reason for the hat today is my hair looks terrible. I'll show you guys one time. I'm going to work tomorrow, so I'll make sure I'm going to get it cleaned before I get in. Alright, we're going to keep this hand, mainly because we have a couple sources of ramp here. So, never mind. I'm an idiot, and I hit the mulligan button, but this one's a better hand anyway, so, fine. You just watched me fuck up in real time. I'm sorry, guys. I'm going to move that. I like... As cool it would be to have this one specifically, I want to have the altar instead, because people will have more creature removal than artifact removal if we have to do that. And we got 2 of them, so it ended up being the right call anyway. Searcher library first one. Okay, cool. So upon try, oh look, and like I said, look, we got the Historian Catalyst, so like I said, no regrets. No regrets. It would have been nice to have a larger hand, but you know what? I just gotta pay more attention, I guess. Alright, so for in this situation, we're gonna go ahead and play this and get in for some free damage. I'm pretty sure you get the basic gist Koa of Magic. Basically, the goal is to reduce my opponent's life total over here, where it says 19 to 0. That's basic win condition. There are of course other win conditions, like making his deck unusable by it milling out, or there are some other cards that have alternate win conditions on them. But yeah.
That's why there's Stony Field missing.
I like Magic because it's more of a chess. Like, I think we were talking about this on stream the other day too. It's kind of like a little chess game. So. Kind of, except it doesn't. For most part, the online version. What I'm about to say only applies to the online version. It doesn't have turn 1 wins like Yu-Gi-Oh. Of course, in the card game's been going for 26 years now. So like there's of course there's gonna be a combination of cards that get you auto wins and shit like that, but like in Yu-Gi-Oh! And it's pretty much you don't get to what you saw me mess up that time. You don't get to do that. You don't get to change your starting hand and stuff like that. So if you get a crappy starting hand in Yu-Gi-Oh, you're just kind of screwed. I'm going to take that. I'm going to play our dragon. But I loved playing Yu-Gi-Oh! As a kid. And even a little bit as an adult. Man. So, okay. I know I was chatting through that interaction a little bit, but what happened right now is pretty important for the base of the deck. So this card is one of our strongest cards in the deck, the Prismatic Bridge. So in Magic, you use mana as a resource in order to play cards in general. And what Prismatic Bridge does is allow us to cheat cards in for free, essentially, off the top of our deck, 1 per turn. We don't get to choose it; it just happens. But
yeah, we have to under the deck. Okay, we have gone to a dog. We just didn't find the pad.
Alright, so I'm gonna do this.
It was past the once we got out of the underground path. That's what it was immediately dark mode. Oh, we did? Oh, okay, that we did.
Alright, so we took some damage there, but this is what I was talking about. It's gonna help us cheat out a creature right here. And bam. Alright, so let's see what we got here. I feel pretty confident in our ability to survive. So what we're going to do is kind of go for a riskier play. We're going to use this one to tap for another mana source. So by tapping him, he won't be able to block. Not that he could block this flyer he has, but
Yeah,
you'll notice that we couldn't block
I
his
was gonna
flyer
discard
last
the
turn
whole
because it was the tap, so
So then you said there was nothing.
we'll play our dragon. And then, yeah, we're just chilling. No attacks.
There you
This middle creature right here is a card that's pretty good. If anybody gets you into paper magic or magic in general, this is a must keep if you're in those if your deck has those colors. Seville the Ice Shaper, fucking love it. All right, we're gonna double. Maybe let's see. Yeah, I'm gonna double block this guy, and here's why.
Why'd you max out?
So Savella is great because, as I mentioned, you see this little thing we made over here, this Ice Manolith. It only became on the field after I poured some mana into this, and I created another mana resource in the long term. There's a lot of short-term mana source cards like treasure tokens that appear on the field. It's essentially like this, the Icy Manolith. It'll just say treasure on it, but once you use it once, it's gone. Whereas I can continuously use this single resource, the Manolith, as a permanent resource. So let's see what we get. That's a very good pull. That's a very good pull. I feel kind of in a pretty strong position right now, so I'm gonna go ahead and kind of go ish for the kill. I'm gonna play Ugin the Spirit Dragon. And what this card is gonna do is start pecking at his life total.
It's pimping.
We're gonna go full swing.
So sad the gang up. So sad the gang up.
Oh, I remember. That's exactly right. That's exactly right. You're hitting me with the Mark Knights reference. That's good. Yep. The card he used right now is kind of like a trap card. Only in Magic, everything is from your hand, so it'd be more like literal hand traps in Yu-Gi-Oh.
skeleton mage. Oh, that doesn't sound OP at all. If I wanted to, I could upgrade my wolf skill and I can summon one more wolf to have 5.
Let's see what we get for free. Oh, we got another Savella off the top to replace the one that was destroyed by his hand trap. So that's good. Makes me happy. Alright. We're going to play our Doom Whisper, which is a pretty strong card in its own right, but alright. Things are looking good. The only thing that could really ruin our day would be like... Exactly, it would be like if Myrtle respond. Or if we just had another Myrtle, if that was possible. This one's a little bit tough because not only is he getting rid of our creatures, what you see here, but he's getting rid of a few of our enchantments, the thing that's bringing out free stuff for us. So we have to... I'm going to use this, which life is a resource in this game. So by paying 2 of it, I'll be able to kind of look into the future of the top of my deck and kind of select what cards I like. I'm gonna put this in the graveyard, and I do want to draw this card. I'm gonna do it again, and I'm more comfortable with that. So I'm okay with letting them go away now. Oh, I'm not okay with it, but it is what it is, you know.
I found this scimitar that says that it's ethereal and it can be repaired.
So we're gonna play our dragon real quick. It's gonna go in, hit his face. Bam.
Do you do any casting as a necromancer? Oh, okay, because the amulet that I found earlier gives you 10% faster cast rate.
The land he has, the opponent's using right now, has a special ability that's allowing it to turn from a mana resource into a creature, and it's a pretty strong ability. There we go. If I'm being honest, I think it's gonna be pretty... Yep. That's game for us. But it's okay. That was a pretty close one. It came down to just his land resources were a little bit better than ours this time around. But that doesn't happen too often. It doesn't happen too often.
Oh my gosh, at level 30 I get to summon grizzly bears. Or grizzlies.
Good game.
Yeah, grizzly bear. Huh.
And we go on to game 2. Which should be better. Because like I said, I messed up too. So I messed up too. GG. A rippin' GG. It is. It really is. Let's try it again. Hopefully no mess up, early mess ups. Alright. In this one, we do have to mulligan just because ideally we would like to start in a hand with some green in it. So, one more time. Perfect. Alright. It's good to see that card again. Seeing this is very scary because it looks like our opponent's going to have some very fast creatures. So we have to make sure that we get our plan going too as soon as possible. If I could get a red land, that would be most awesome. No blocks, I'll take that. Savella's gonna be nice, but it's a little slow. Also, this is a pretty good time to mention. So, faster decks are going to be good against slower. Oh my god! All right, so opponent essentially this would be like the equivalent of drawing Exodia on Yu-Gi-Oh. As you can tell, that's a very strong card, and there's not much you can do about that.
Dude, what the?
It's Muxus. He's a pretty strong card in the game. Also very expensive. Also very expensive. We should be getting on okay game. Worst case scenario, if we can switch decks to more of my competitive decks. I just wanted to test this one out.
Yeah, the next door to the next level is that one.
Alright, so this one. This one is great. Because your boy has a green source early. This one's also another pretty fast deck, but it's not as scary as what we just saw.
It's a good chest.
Never mind, if he has a certain card, he has infinite mana. No, this is online. He wouldn't. I don't think it exists online yet.
Ooh, Wolfhead. Oh, it can't be
We need a red source.
It's ethereal, which means I can't repair it in the bricks.
All right, we're still alive. We're still alive. It's a pretty scary thing to go against, but we are still alive. I'm going to just block this. Save some of our life. And then luckily, we have our own little hand traps of our own to deal with this problem. So we're going to use the first of which is this card. Boom. Fresh start. Feels good. If we can get one more land, I think we're going to turn a corner here. There it is. I love this card so much. I've won a little tournament with this one, so.
Found a preserved head, David. Preserved head down here.
It's our girl Kaya from last game. We're going to use her to get rid of his creature. And we win the game. And you might be wondering, looking from it, you said you had some familiarity with Hearthstone. So in Hearthstone and any card game, Magic, Yu-Gi-Oh, or otherwise, card advantage is a huge thing. So if you noticed, our opponent kind of dumped out his hand because he was going for a kind of kill fast strategy, just like our previous opponent. Only our previous opponent was very successful. This guy, I had a actual response to his board, and I was able to remove his resources. That being the case, it was down to his last 3 cards in hand, while I had pretty much a full hand, and so he deemed it not worthy to keep going, so he conceded. So that's essentially what happened. But yeah, GG. And sorry if I'm over-explaining it a little bit. I just kind of want you to not feel lost. Like I said, you're family on this channel now, so. Alright, I think we're good on green. Let's go ahead and get some red on there. Should probably turn up the volume a little bit. There we go. Sorry if it was a little quiet. Yeah. We're gonna play this. So seeing this is scary again. A double red. We might. Oh, okay. So I don't think it is the goblins again, but it could be.
God damn.
I'm not gonna lie to you. It very well could be.
Ooh. Made a portal. We go through it. Oh shit, I thought you died. I thought you died. Oh, okay.
Oh wow, 2 of these. So these things are gonna ping us for 1 every turn. In this case, 1 each, so that's 2. So we really have to speed things up now.
No, I just had to teleported.
This is gonna help us fetch more lands, aka more mana resources from the top of our deck. And there's one right there.
Yes, you did. At first, I don't know where I saw 18,000 gold, and I was like, dude, this boss isn't. When I saw that, I was like, damn, this boss is really good. And after that, I was like, oh.
It also hits him, which is. Okay, another thing that'll start pinging us. Only this one doesn't work so much as like an every turn thing. It's based on actions that we do. Like whenever he attacks, or if we try to target him with a spell, he'll hit us for some damage. Which again is yikes. Luckily, he doesn't have reach or flying, so he's unable to block our flyer attacker. So we're just going to attack with that. Bam. And so the name of the game in this specific one is just to be more aggressive than he's been. Because this you could definitely consider his deck as a very aggressive deck. Especially with this one. This now triples the damage of any of his sources that are coming to me. So this would normally deal 3 damage to my face. This is now going to deal 9. So I can't afford that to let that through, so I'm going to have to block with this. And I've died. Yeah, see, this is what I was talking about. It's a very... the last card he played, the Torbrand one, it gets out of hand real quick. Exactly. No sniper. No long game. You definitely. It's like the first thing instead of playing vanguards, you surter him if that's even possible. You would have to surter. All right. I think I'm gonna do one more game with this deck, and then just so we can climb a little bit, I'm gonna use one of my more competitive decks after this one, and then we'll switch back to this one. If anything, it'll be good because you'll get to see a different kind of deck. Because I feel like right now we're running into a lot of aggro, and this deck is not really equipped to deal with that right now. I want to keep this because 3 in a starting hand is really good, but it's very risky because we don't essentially have a red. I think I'm gonna keep it. You definitely don't want to do something like this, but this land has a special ability when it enters the battlefield. We'll be able to look at the top card, and sure enough, it was a good keep because this is a rainbow land, and it'll give us the green source that we need. So, going with my gut ended up paying off on paper. We could still lose this, of course, but. That's a cool effect land.
I don't think we did.
Alright. Merfolk Skydiver. Alright, so this guy seems to be having like a blue-green deck, which, as you see right here, gave him a counter. Counters are like permanent versions of buffs that you can give to your creatures. Or like what Jessica does as a supporter to all your operators. Okay, I should probably do this. That's a really good card. But we're going to be fine as long as we can get this dragon out next turn. And we drew the right color land, which helps a lot. That's a really scary card to see. We'll see. Damn. Oh. So ideally, what we wish we could have done is not seen the last 3 monsters he played on the field, and be able to play this our dragons to block his, so that we would only take 5 damage right here, and live to clear his board. But unfortunately, life isn't fair. So we are just gonna take it on the chin, and we'll move to our more aggressive deck. Yeah. It's okay. Oh wow, he really wanted to dunk on us. Just to make sure we're really dead. I'm gonna hit him with the GG. block his strongest guy, and then proceed to have my face bastion by a bunch of Merv people. I'm glad, to be honest, I'm kind of glad you're seeing this too, because a bronze rank usually isn't this strong, even in ranked. And so I want. It's good to have someone as a witness. Historic ranked. We're gonna switch. This is pretty much the best deck that I got right now online. It's based off of a deck that I use in tournaments in real life. So yeah, we should have a little bit better luck with this one.
Oh.
There we go. And see,
I heard
our mana base is perfect already off the get-go. I would have loved to see a board wipe, but we have a card draw right here, so I'm still okay with this.
I was talking about what's it called, the stairs to your portal.
So hopefully we'll get to go first. If not, that's fine. Oh. No, it looks like our opponent's gonna go first. Oh, this is the Scryland that we saw in the other deck, so we're gonna see what's coming. Yes, we got the board wipe, so we're gonna keep that one. We won't be able to use it for a little bit, but at least if things get really bad, we'll have it in our back pocket. Let's go with a red. I'm gonna use it to scry. By set, what do you mean? Because actually, set has a very unique term in Magic. So are you talking about the deck I'm using, or are you talking about the set that's coming, that is coming out, the one that I went to the tournament for? Like because that's a set of new cards coming out. So what do you mean, so I can answer your question?
Yeah.
So this deck, as you notice, I don't use all 5 colors in this one. It's more, condensed to just red and white for this. That kind of makes it a little bit easier to get my mana fixing in order, because as I mentioned, you need mana in order to pay for essentially anything in this game. And so by having the correct colors of mana from the get-go, I'm able to kind of get my cards on the field a little bit faster, and just be more aggressive. Just like the 5 games that we played earlier. You saw how aggressive, especially that mono red deck that we went against, the goblins, because everything is one color. He doesn't have to worry about his lands being the right color. He can just spam them whatever he has in his hand down and go go go. All right. So things are looking pretty good. We have access to the board wipe right here. I kind of want to get this on the field right now. Yes, we're going to take some damage from this, and it'll cause his board to be a little bit better. But I think taking some damage now means that we're going to be in a better board position 2 turns from now. So we'll see. If he can kill us this turn, kudos. But if he can't, then he's in a very bad position. We're in a very good position, and he's in a very bad position. So I think we're gonna be just fine. This is a scary card. I have it in this deck as well. But we're gonna be just fine.
Oh, found a short stack.
Alright, so our investment paid off. We'll just play this land, use it to scry, see in the future a little bit. It's a cool card, but I want to get something stronger, so I'll put it in the bottom. And now we're going to drop that Wrath. Yeah, the more concise your battle strategy is, the quicker you're going to be able to achieve your goal. And that goes for everything in life. Alright, we gotta be super on it right now. So what we're gonna do is, this is a pretty scary Planeswalker. Planeswalkers are essentially like additional players that you can play on the field, in the sense that I can use my resources to attack that, just like I would be able to attack him. But they have special powers right here that use them. But my goal isn't taking out him. My goal is to clear the rest of his board, because this is the true problem in his deck. So, because I trust me, I use this card. It's one of the main cards in this deck that we're using right now. So, what I'm going to use is a very special board wipe called Farewell, and this will allow us to get around the indestructibility by exiling it or removing from play. We're going to do that. Enchantments, creatures, and graveyards. And so there's his board. Gone. He still has his Planeswalker, which I said is kind of scary, but we're not stressing too much. So from here on out, I feel like we're in a winning position. There we go. And I mentioned card advantage earlier. Opponent played all of his cards early, trying to get me to kill me as quickly as possible. He now has nothing left in his hand, and I have almost a full grip. So.
Huh? Oh, I just heard like something bad and I was like, oh, what?
Mm-hmm.
That was it, right? There's no more to the cave.
Alright. This is one of my favorite cards to play in this deck, because it has protection from quite a few important archetypes in the game. Demons and dragons are quite prevalent in Magic, and then First Strike is also pretty important. And so it now becomes a race. This next card needs to be something that he can kill me with, or that you're gonna, yeah, exactly, or you're gonna see him concede right about now. That looks to be game. And there we go. Yeah. So as you can tell, being focused on 2 colors instead of 5 makes for more like focused strategy, and you get your stuff out a little bit quicker. Of course, you can see the opposite, coming to bite you in the ass. Our opponent was super hyper focused on what he wanted to do, and kind of threw all of his resources at the table. And if you're kind of more of a mid-range player like I am, you're going to be able to punish your opponents by that, by having board wipes or removal.
Yes.
Thank you for the GGs.
There's dark with it. No,
I would love to keep this cards,
Huh.
this hand so much. I have this Skyline and it's tempting to keep, so I think we're gonna go ahead and do it. In general, almost never keep a two-lander in those rules, but if one of those lands helps you find or dig through your deck, it's worth it. I could still very well get punished.
What? Okay, pues ya agarra comida. Go. Where do I have to go?
Que you want juntas.
Okay, well, I want to get it when I want to get it. I want to get it now. Oh, stop. Stop.
So we're gonna play that certain land that I was telling you about, and sure enough, it helped us find a new land. So again, we're making good decisions. Exactly. It's like getting out your most important operators, you know, a little bit early and missing the timing on their abilities. You know, like I was effing up. Yeah, exactly. You got it. You're a gamer. You got this.
Okay, that's something.
If you're wondering what's in the background, I mentioned my roommate Jose. You've already said hi to him in the past. He's gaming with another old friend of mine. I think the other one streams. His name is Killer Croc. I don't know if you want to follow him on Twitch, but he plays more single player games like what's it called? Elden Ring, that one game that came out. Which, if you want to see me play that, you just have to wait about another week. I'm gonna have one of my friends of the channel. He's gonna set me up with that game, and we're gonna. I'm terribly, you know, piss poor at those type of games, and it's gonna be like a lot of fun to watch me struggle.
Okay, I just noticed you got the skeletal mage thing, huh?
All right. So this one's a pretty scary card to see, but it is easily removable. So.
Yeah. Alright, cool. I've just been using my aquarium.
Yes. I'm pretty sure. Like I said, his Twitch stream is Killer Croc. I'll send you a message.
David, are you streaming? Or do you stream? Like, you're not streaming yet, right? Thomas is spreading the word out. David doesn't stream yet.
Oh, I just got confirmation. My friend doesn't have his stuff set up just yet, so. But the stuff that I set up on Elden Ring is still valid. He did stream for a little bit though, with our old friend.
I found an item called Jewel.
And we got the land, as I mentioned earlier. So we are able to use the board wipe that we saw from the last game, and bam. Board is clear. It's time to turn the tables.
Yeah, I don't have the school. I'm empty. Or a lot of portal to town. Oh. So you can.
We're gonna double up on this creature right here.
To identify it. Oh, I think there's a guy that identifies in it.
There we go. And this one is pretty cool because whenever it attacks, it spawns two smaller creatures that have lifelink. So you'll notice I did damage to them, and I gain life in return. Which is pretty powerful ability, as you mentioned, because the whole point of the game is to reduce it to 0. So.
I thought you couldn't. They couldn't get it.
I'm gonna use this to draw a little bit. Plus Candle of Life. Hopefully we hit a land. Also, yeah, there we go. Again, I'm happy you know about Fire Emblem. That's really cool, man. Seriously, it's a great game. I should have you talk to my friend, man. He really loves that game. It's a shame, man. He doesn't stream. He's a very good gamer. So this is us. As you might have noticed, I play a lot of master removal cards. In this, this is more single target, and we win anyway. Single target, it's great if you don't want to use one of those like master removal cards or waste it per se on like a single card. Yeah, you're still using a card to get rid of it, but it's more of so like the principle. Because there's only a limited amount of master removal cards that you can essentially have in a deck. So that was good. We got the W. GG's to our opponent. It's never fun to lose. We were getting our ass kicked the last couple half hour or so.
Oh, no, chocolate, el glaze, y el chocolate, y el twist. Thomas, what kind of donuts do you like?
If they have maple, please maple. If not, twist.
Eso que está el largo que tiene cafecito clarito.
Oh, like almost like cinnamon.
Almost like cinnamon.
Okay.
Se llama maple.
Something you drink.
Oh, si vas a 7-Eleven, no pues agarrarme el Nesquik.
¿Eh?
Sí, strawberry Nesquik, ¿vale?
Strawberry Nike.
Ah, le gusta el strawberry. Nesquik.
Okay.
Y papita.
Gracias.
Gracias.
Okay.
You wish you could understand it.
Is David bitching about the Spanish?
No, because of how I keep repeating. So he's mocking.
Alright, so once again we're going against a mono white player. It looks like they could drop a secondary color. We don't know just yet, but this is pretty.
Yeah.
What do you call it? Yeah, at this point I'm
because
really
it's
certain that this is a mono white
easier
deck.
buying bulk.
Seeing this is pretty much a like, hey, I'm playing mono white kind of
Oh.
card. It's a tell, sorry, a tell. That's the word I was looking for. Sure enough, there's another card.
Requirements minus 15%. I mean, no.
We are hitting our land drops, which is super awesome. Super awesome. I would love to play this right now and get rid of his Laris, but I want to hold off just in case I have to do a mass board wipe.
You know that hammer that's over there by the hammer?
It happens sometimes. I don't want to discourage you. It looks like they're not mono white. It looks like they splash a little black. But they're mostly white, as you can see by the other cards he's playing. But yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, you'll find a lot of people who just like kind of play this on the mobile because this is I can play just like Arknights is available to play on both mobile and PC. You are able to play Magic Arena on mobile and on PC. I'm gonna play a Baneslayer Angel.
Oh, okay.
So our hope right now is just to get one more mana, irregardless of the color. It can be white or red, and so that we'll have our board wipe ready for whatever he has. I don't mind losing my creature. Obviously, I wish I didn't, but I play Arknights on my mobile phone, on my personal phone. So we were able to get the extra land, which is unfortunate, but I'm not stressing out too bad because I have the single target removal that I mentioned earlier.
Yeah, I went back. Kind of wonder where this location is for this stupid header. Oh, it says monastery. Oh, it does say in the monastery barracks.
It would be nice to be able to play it on PC, though. That way the notifications don't get on my touchscreen. There's our land. We can go ahead and take care of business. So all creatures and graveyards. His board is gone, and we are not sweating anymore.
Maybe there is one.
I'll have to look into it moving forward because, yeah, I do want to set. I just need to go ahead and see if. Well, it's offense and it's more of a mid range. So the first few turns are really just setting up a very small defense, or I have the option of going aggressive with the smaller creatures. I have a few of them that are like him. They're more inexpensive and cheap. And then I have a bunch of removal, whether it be single target like you saw earlier in the game, and then the mass removal to kind of get me through the mid game. And then late game, I finish up with the larger angels in the deck. So that's really if I had to like write a essay of how this deck flows, that's exactly how I'd want it to flow.
Yeah, I started using two-handed.
Nice. Okay. So
Okay,
that's
that
gonna
was
stop any of his shenanigans.
that was false, like a false sentence.
So now you can visually see we are turning the tide in the game.
He's moving.
We use sacrifice his resources in order to get 2 more off the
Oh,
top
hold
of
on,
the
hold on.
deck.
Monday. Thomas, what's another thing that you like that's not maple? They're out of maple.
The glazed twist.
That didn't a glazed twist.
Yes. So in Magic, essentially, when I declare an attack, I am declaring an attack at a player or a planeswalker. Then it goes to a blocker's face, which is occurring right now as I'm speaking, where the opponent can choose to use any of his creatures as long as they meet the requirements. Like if a flyer can block another flying creature, or a reach creature can block something with flying, or if it's just a regular ground creature, those can block each other. Um, they can block. Otherwise, the damage they will be able to go through to the opponent. So every attack is a direct
Wait.
attack. They have the
Got it.
option of going straight for the kill. Sorry, they have the option for letting it go through or not.
What was the chest that's empty? Oh, what the fuck?
Which is a huge difference from Yu-Gi-Oh. And welcome to the stream, viewer number 2. We appreciate you. We're just grinding the ladder tonight, keeping it pretty mellow, enjoying our evening, and we have a lot of fun content coming up this week, so hopefully you join us for that. Arc Knights, Pokemon, and more Mario, and of course another episode. Don't feel bad, like I said. It can be a little bit kind of funky.
What? I do use it sometimes.
This card is really scary, though. I don't like opponent having this card out. I'm thinking of blowing up my own board just to make sure that he doesn't have access to this card. Because opponent theoretically could kill us out of nowhere next turn if he draws a certain card. Yeah, I think I'm not gonna risk it. I'm gonna purposely put myself in a worse situation, just to make sure that opponent isn't able to get any value off of this. I mentioned there are combos that allow for very quick ends to games, and that card is part of a 2-card combo that can just close out a game out of nowhere. So. Like I'll gladly take the L on that.
I know.
There we go. Alright. So we weren't struggling for too long. Alright, going back on the offensive.
Oh shit, I was supposed to leave.
And now essentially we're just hoping opponent doesn't have any single or mass removal in this case to get rid of our strong flyer. That's a really good card to have, but unfortunately for our opponent, I think it came a little too late. He's gonna put. He should put both counters on this if he's smart. We'll see. Our opponent is not very smart. It's good to have. That's why it's good to have the Skylands to get us through the excess flood. So I'm gonna hold back on my creature for now. Well, maybe not. It might be in my best interest to kind of just go for the kill right here. Not kill per se, but like just maximum damage. Because as long as I keep him under 25 life, this guy is not going to get too much bigger too quick. He can still use the pumping ability from the scary card over here to help him out. But if I get any board wipe or just another big creature, what was an aggressive strategy for my opponent quickly becomes keeping on his heels. Because even for a life gain deck, going to 11 is it's half your life. It's scary. We're going to take that on the nose like a champ. He's going to pump him up, get a little bit stronger. Da-da. And like I said, as long as we get any removal off the top, we should be fine. Or, like I said, another big creature works too. I think just to make them not feel comfortable. And we got our own. It's funny how the world works,
that's
huh?
where it said you died. That's where it said you died. No, I didn't pick up the book.
Yes, white. There it is. There's the board wipe we were waiting for. So I'm going to keep that on top.
There's an entrance to the J.
I'm going to do what he was doing to us. Be slightly inconvenienced.
Gosh, I stole my gold. I now have to use my little bit. I have to go recover some myth. Oh my god. Your offshore account is so stupid. Where is this offshore account at? Switzerland?
I mean, opponent could have a way to make his stuff indestructible, so it's not like the game is over per se. But knowing what we know, what's coming up next on our turn, it doesn't look good for him. That's what we'll say.
No, all I got was a ring.
I would love for him to play the last card. Yes. Okay. This is best case scenario. Now we know
That's
what
all
the
the
opponent
way I
has
wanted it.
in his hand. It's a creature, which means it's a resource that will be terminated once we play our card next turn. So, like I said, this was a very good
Ring of warding.
best case scenario. Best case
Yeah,
scenario.
I got that. Made a portal in case you need to go back in. Yeah.
So essentially, me and opponent are kind of in the same boat-ish. All right, that drawing that was pretty bad. I'm not gonna lie, but it doesn't necessarily mean anything bad as long as we draw a creature. As long as we draw a creature. Okay, fine. It's gonna hit us for 1. Bam. It becomes a 2/2. No. Again, still very manageable. There we go. Okay, cool. This is stabilizing. So, as long as the opponent doesn't have any tricks up his sleeves, like he didn't just top deck like a removal spell or something to buff up his creature like out of nowhere, we should be okay. It is. It's very close. I'm glad you're grasping it now, because it's at least a little bit more. You can appreciate the kind of mind games that are going on right now.
Okay. I imbued a weapon. I mean, a bow. And I made it from common to epic.
We're gonna swing out. As I mentioned, this one makes smaller guys that are also coming into attacking that also have lifelink, so we're gonna get additional triggers from this guy. So my creatures are about to get very big. We want to keep him and him again.
Fire that.
Him again.
We're talking about the lady that is down here.
That makes me very happy. Thank you. Okay. Opponents making artificial resources right here, which could be a problem if we didn't also have the same pump up engine he has. So we're getting stronger, like he's getting stronger, but our resources started out better, so it should end up net positive for us. Again, keyword is should.
Oh, kill me.
Alright, let's do this.
Many fucking minions, I swear. Alright.
So as long as there are no tricks, should be a very effective attack.
Ooh, longbow.
Sorry for the noise. I know this game has a problem when multiple triggers stack. It gets kind of hard on the ears. What the hell is it? um, yeah, it's pretty cool. Like he's, as long as you're pretty much Helod is someone you can make shine really easily as long as you have a life link in your deck, which is the mechanic that allows you to do damage and gain life in return, which there's tons of in Magic. So he's using the more common version of it, which is like mono white. Sometimes you'll have splash black in this, like what he's doing. I'm doing a more Boros approach, which is red white. But it's cool seeing two different two different sides of the tortilla. I really want to keep this one. You're gonna hear the loud noise one last time, I think, because I'm about to give everyone lifelink really quick. So, sorry about it. It really depends on how fast the opponent okays my triggers. There we go. And we're gonna get swole again, assuming no tricks.
Well, it looks like it.
Alright, next. Opponent's doing what he can to survive. You gotta commend him on that. He's not a quitter. And just like you said, how the tables have turned.
All the turntables have turned.
I found a rugged large charm that gives you plus 16 stamina.
Oh my god, dude. Yu-Gi-Oh! Putting in so much fucking work right now, bro.
Mm.
Heliod Gober. Heliod Gober. Heliod is like Surtur. He just makes it happen. Yeah, GG. That was a hell of a game. That made me really happy. That was a very enjoyable game. I'm gonna have to clip that. Good game to our opponent. I know, right? Yeah. We'll do one more game with this one, and then we'll switch back to the dragon one from before. Hopefully that works. I just kind of wanted to show you that I'm not as terrible as the early game would lead you to believe. Or I have a Selesnya deck, a third deck that we could use. We'll see. Once again, normally you would never keep a two-lander. I'm telling you this right now. But this is a Scryland, just like the temple one. So, and we have a Wrath here, so I'm gonna keep it. But this is, on paper, this is a very bad move. We could get very well punished for this. But we didn't. We drew the third land, so
Oh, yeah,
screw getting punished, I guess.
okay.
We're going to pass on the single target removal just because we want to get to more land, more mana resources, or things that can produce them. Oh, this is going to be a tough opponent to go. This is a hand hate deck. Black loves running hand hate, so we're going to start quickly losing our hand resources if we don't kill this guy fast. I'm so sorry. Hope it heals. Get some ice and some tissue up in there. My prayers go to your thoughts to your nose.
Hold on, my dad's calling. Monday. Okay, anyway.
Yeah, we are in massive trouble.
David, I'm gonna go help my dad real quick. I'll be back.
Okay. God, this is such a brutal archetype to go against. But we might be able to pull through. We'll see. They tend to flood on mana. It's very hard on the black white decks to kind of gauge how many creatures versus how many spells versus lands. Yep. Oh my god.
Pónselo a su lado.
Okay, thank you.
¿Por qué le tengo aquí? Bueno. Hijo de chingada.
That's fine.
Ah. Did you win?
The last couple games, yeah. But this one is pretty rough. I'm against discard.
Mm-hmm.
So, first of all, I hope you're doing much better. I apologize. No, I know nosebleeds aren't the funnest things in the world. But, basically, opponent is using a very valid strategy, but it's kind of an annoying one. I mentioned resources are very important in all card games, and so each of these single cards that he's playing forces me to lose a resource from my hand, aka discard. And so it's, as you can see, it's very early in the game. I'm already out of cards. So luckily, I just drew this very strong card that's gonna help me get back in the game. But opponent doesn't have to have much of a board present because most of my cards, if I didn't draw this, would be gone by now. And now I'm completely out of... oh, never mind. We're good. But yeah, if I didn't draw that creature right now, we'd be in a very bad spot. We still are not out of the woods yet, but...
Man,
Damn. Yeah, I think this could be it for us, I'm not gonna lie.
it's confusing. This jail is confusing. Some doors.
And now we're about to be punished by having no cards in hand, because this Planeswalker static ability is gonna drain us of life.
Oh shit.
So, yeah. It was just a bad matchup.
Yeah, it says Catacomb, but I don't think it's blue.
Yeah. Rip. Alright. Let's switch decks. As you can see, I called this one New Deck. I wanted to see how it goes. So... You know, I feel like I'm gonna give this deck its test run. We're gonna go with this one, the new deck. If it doesn't work, we'll go back to the dragon one. But... Alright, this is the first time we're gonna be playing this, so fingers crossed.
Spam check. That are empty. Got there.
In general, the colors that we're using in this deck, the strategy would normally be to go wide and small creatures and then put those permanent +1/+1 counters on them. In this particular deck, it's more so ramp and then having the white to be able to clear boards. So it's a similar strategy that we were using with the previous deck, but with green instead of red. Celestia mid-range.
You went back up to the jail, right?
This could be mono white, but
Is there a level 3 for the jail?
I've been wrong before.
Oh. Yeah.
our goal right now is if this is mono white, just to allow our opponents to dump their hands onto the field, and so that we're able to punish them. So what I really want to see is them playing cards, which is not happening, so this is making me upset. Alright, there it is. I need him to commit as much as possible to the board. This one's a little frustrating because he can make it indestructible, but he'll have to lose a resource to do so.
That's why I fucking missed that corner. Fills it in.
Yep. Oh, you got it. You're pretty good at making references. Analogy, sorry. Would be the correct word.
There, we made it to 1-3. The inner cloister. The inner cloister.
So again, we want him to commit as much to the board as possible.
Is that what you
Hopefully
want?
on this turn.
Oh.
That's
Yeah, I found the door.
unfortunate, but
So it's all the way in the
if we draw an
bottom
untapped
left.
land, we're still good. Damn. We're just gonna wait till next turn. We want something valuable to take from
There's
him.
bone mages down here now. Oh, okay.
He's gonna be able to save this for sure.
There's this one over here. Little line. Called the inner cloister.
Come on. Drop something big one time. Ah, damn, opponent really is in love with these indestructibles. But we have to pull the trigger now. It's now or never. So
That's what I'm thinking. I swear. What the fuck is a dirk? Oh, okay.
awesome. These ones right here. These ones are what do you call it? Lands. These are the mana resources. These ones right here are cards that are in my hand. These ones are the creatures are on the field. If I had any enchantments or artifacts, they'd be right here. We're gonna attempt to trade with his dude. Actually, I want to do it like this because this will force him to discard his card. I don't. Oh wow. Just gonna let it die.
It's like this jail never ends. There's always more to discover.
We get to put down one of our big boys. It's a nice little dragon, which makes me happy. He is. It's a little tricky. I'm not gonna lie. It's opponent. This opponent's a little bit more difficult than the last couple. But we have one last wall essentially before he scoops, and that's getting rid of this Odonto Vanguard and this Luminar Gasper. If we can get rid of either of these, preferably this one, then we'll be okay. So he's trying to bait me to block right here. If I do, he's just gonna pay the 4 life and then have it become indestructible. Mind creature would die. That being the case, it is super tempting. Because like I said, I get rid of this creature. I think I'm gonna take the trade. What trade, sorry. My creature's gonna die. But I'm gonna take this because it'll give me this. Alright, time to go to combat. I'm gonna attack. He's just gonna. If the opponent's smart, he'll conserve his life total because in his head he thinks he's safe. Right here. No? Okay, that was a very bad move by the opponent. Now I make him pay for it. And unfortunately, Exile gets around indestructibility, so that opponent made a very bad misplay by paying for it, and that's essentially 4 life that he gave away for free. And there it is, that's the oops. So, it's another indestructible, but I think we're okay. Because in order to keep it, he would have to discard this last resource, and I don't think opponent wants to do that. So I'm just going to play my big guy and go to town. So normally when this card enters the battlefield, he would be able to snag our creature and put us in a very bad position. But since my creature has hexproof, it allows me to be immune to those target abilities. No, okay. I want you to pay attention to what's about to happen. This is going to be a pretty sick interaction. So Ashaya has a unique ability. So not only does it gain attack and toughness equal to the number of lands that I control, but it also turns any creatures that I have on the field into lands as well. They still stay as creatures, um, but I'm able to tap them for mana, and more importantly, if you read right here, this board wipe in particular gets rid of all non-land permanents. So things are looking real good. So when all of his stuff is gonna go away, minus the indestructible, of course. Actually, now that he played that land, that was really stupid of him. Sorry, not stupid. Bad move. We don't want to crush opponent. No toxicity. No tox. And there goes his board. Goodbye. Yeah. So even though it said destroy all non-land permanents, which would normally include me, this turns all my permanents into lands, and so my stuff becomes immune from the destruction. We'll swing in, and that'll be game. GG's to our opponent. That one was a pretty fun one, huh? I think so. And that was the test run. Oh, we got a prize card. Boonabitsu. Oh, wow, that's pretty good. Alright, we'll finish a few games with the dragon one, because that's the namesake of tonight's stream. Anyone other than Yukoa kind of came in for hoping to see some of the dragon gameplay today, so we gotta give what the people came for. But I'm glad you're enjoying the stream in general. Like I said, Arcanite's content coming soon, and of course Pokemon. Of course, I got the next episode on deck, and I'm gonna push through a couple more. All the streams that we did in the last week, I'm gonna push on YouTube tonight, so you'll have some stuff to watch on YouTube. All right, here we go. Oh, yeah, dragon. My favorite type in Magic and my favorite type in Pokemon.
So
that's my friend Killer Croc, the one that I mentioned. What was trying to do like the streaming thing with our old buddy Josh. Me and him used to play Magic a lot in paper, and his you saw the black deck earlier in the stream. Black Vice is one of the most powerful black cards of all of Magic, and he used to wreck shop versus me and my roommate back when he lives here in California with us. So kudos to you, David. Yes, Black Vice is life, and you shit on us.
Don't worry about it.
Getting this land in particular was very important, because if you read this one right here, I'm sorry, my screen's kind of blocking. Let me move it to the left. There we go. once I have 6 total lands on the field, it turns all my lands into rainbow lands. So my mana fixing is pretty much good after
The
that.
dark one. Oh, Ratman.
I should now have access to all 5 colors.
Oh my god.
Starting next turn, hopefully. So things are looking up. This is a pretty scary card from opponent. It means he's about to have a very explosive turn the next few turns. So we have to make sure to kind of smack him over the head real quick. And this is how we're gonna do it.
Ooh, spider.
It's a big red dragon. Yay. I promised you dragon, and here it is. Hopefully we draw another one. Opponent doesn't like our dragon though.
Dagger.
He's a hater.
The sucky
Alright.
dagger.
We're gonna play this guy out. Yeah, it's not the most aggressive thing to do, but I mentioned he's good for kind of getting more mana, and more mana means more creatures. This is another pretty important part of the deck. If we didn't have this land, this would still make our land rainbow. So we really got to speed it up now because he's gonna start ripping off cards off the top of his deck if we're not careful. So. I think we might have just lost the game. I'm pretty sure we just lost. Yep.
Oh, okay.
Never mind. We survived by the skin of our teeth. And it's because of this card.
Damn it. Your skeletons are like ants trying to go through a door.
I have not. Where do you see all of these? Are you just getting it off the Reddit thread, or? Because I would love to know. Oh, sweet. Do you know if there's like a VOD on YouTube? So I might watch that after the stream. If opponent plays one more spell, we lose the game. And we just lost. GG's to our opponent.
So okay. Why not more?
He could just kill us. Okay.
I think I found my new favorite spell.
Alright,
Called
well.
Fissure. It's called Fissure. Oh, I found the next entrance. The level 3 type one. So, you see 4 little, like fireballs go to the ground, and what it does is, wherever there's enemies, it starts opening fissures,
Yeah.
releasing volcanic, very much steam that sets them on fire.
Hope opponents just kind of showboating
And,
at this point now.
alright,
Showboating.
yeah. I'll go to the next area.
I can kill us at instant speed with either one of these.
Did you find another entrance? Oh. I didn't see it.
There it is. Bam. Alright, cool.
Ghoul.
It was a good game. I just.
No, I'm using it like crazy. Like, just to kill. Oh, yeah, but I'm saying.
Do you know if there's going to be any giveaways for
really
this
good on,
third
like,
anniversary?
a lot of enemies.
They usually do a few giveaways, right? On Kyo? Oh, Kinos. Okay, cool.
It looks like it's random, but sometimes it feels
I'll
like
make sure to
it's
check it
just
out tonight.
wherever enemies
I'll
are.
let you know what I think.
Oh, no, it is
I'll
random.
DM you later.
It just kills these guys like nothing. Fissure really kills the bosses and stuff, and big enemies really good. Giant chip tip.
Alright, this might be a really cool game or a really bad game depending on how it starts.
I'm putting a what?
So it all depends. Do I get the
Ah,
right
okay,
color?
that makes more sense.
Okay.
The banished.
Wow. So for the third, my roommate plays Arknights too. Apparently for the third anniversary for the Chinese players, they're quadrupling the prices they gave out last year and about 24 free pulls.
Makes sense. It's the third year. It'll be worth it.
This is the dragon one. As you can
Okay,
see, this is our blue dragon. And then this is the
Well,
fun
downgraded.
deck from the. This is the fun card from the green deck.
I want to grab a friend and have what? or me.
Okay, I'm pretty certain with this now. It looks like my opponent's using the same deck that I was using earlier, the Boros one.
I found another barbarian helmet.
I hope so, man. I love Arknights in general, so. I would say roommates are a little bit closer than friends, David. You trust them with your life so much that you live with them. A lot of content, lots of characters, and a lot of alter. Oh, you want to see something really cool? It's kind of nerdy, but
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
all right. That's a resolve. Where the heck is it? There it goes.
Oh my gosh, 68? Fuck.
So, I might have brought it up on one of my earlier Arknights live streams, but if I didn't, if you notice that I have quote unquote, it's a shame we lost that game, but best girl on my screen is my AUSI. She's honestly, if I'm geeking out right now, she's the reason I started playing Arknights, just because I'm a simp when it comes to AUSI. And I actually went out of my way to get a custom AUSI jacket done. It's pretty actually high quality. Here it is. Let me see if I can quickly talk show. Boom. Boom. There we go. MTGArena, sorry. We're back in it. I think I just crashed my arena. What happened? There we go.
Oh, hello.
We're back in, I guess.
Trying to find.
I'm glad you find it out too. I'm getting other ones done too, like Texas's jacket and what do you call it?
Yeah,
I really
the
the furry jacket of what's her face? Croissant is pretty cute too. But if once I start dating again, if I can get a girl to agree to cosplay with me, I think I might have her wear the alternative costume for what's her face? That sniper chick. The damn it, I can't think right now because I'm doing this. I'll pull it up right now. Schwartz. There we go.
Hmm? I found like a spear. The lightning damage.
Opponent's a very hyper
And gives you
aggro.
mana for each kill.
So we're gonna do this.
It's a spear. It looks like a spear. It's called the Fiend Stake Volk. And it gives you 15% enhanced damage, plus 2 to maximum damage, adds 1 to 7 lightning damage, poison resistance plus 8%, and then plus 1 to mana after each kill.
Yeah, I expect a lot to do a lot of Arknights cosplay. I actually do some. I'm gonna be doing some cosplay this year when I go to Anime Expo in Los Angeles this year. So that'll be an IRL live stream. Yeah, it was really fast. And again, it's just because this is the. I can definitely tweak this deck out to be a little bit more, efficient and a little bit quicker.
Yeah, no, I did.
But even then, the 2-color decks are going to have an advantage over this 5-color deck in general. Just because they're a little bit more focused, a little bit faster.
Oh shit. No, I see
Like,
what
if
you
we lose again,
But go east too.
I might have to whip out the Boros deck just to put them back in their places.
Back to
Can't
the-
get too many losses in a row. Alright, this is a really interesting hand because once again, it's a 2-lander. We tend to not want these, but we have tappable sources that are cheap. So, and the fact that we have these 3 really good dragons, I'm gonna keep. Oh, cool. So we got the 3rd land anyway, so we didn't get punished. Alright, so opponent should be playing something now this turn. It's very rare they don't have any turn 3 plays, especially in Silesia. Yeah, it's exactly that, yeah. I'm okay with this. Alright, this could be a problem. Because remember, essentially what the opponent has created with this one and this one is the Heliod god that we saw in my deck and the opponent's deck in that one epic game where it was black and white versus red and white. So we have to watch out. So this one's a really cool artifact to have. Even though I haven't met the requirements to get... Oh, and he has Heliod, so he has double, essentially, counters. So I really gotta work fast. We're starting to get our big eyes out, so I think we're gonna be okay.
I was gonna say, physical for the day today, and then tomorrow do another act.
Our opponent has made what's known as an infinite loop between these 2 cards right here.
Oh gosh, the map looks weird now.
No, so he's gonna make a
3D.
essentially infinite amount of squirrels. So we could die next turn for sure.
Super 3D.
It's all about what we
Super
draw
3D. Or maybe because the map is in dark.
on our turn.
It's like bright, so you can never see the depth.
Let's see what's going on here. I'm sorry, this is not the most exciting gameplay I know.
It auto saves, right?
When you're dealing with this. This is the difference between this and paper magic. In paper magic, you can literally just you say, I do this a million times, and bam.
I'm gonna eat some donuts and I'm gonna go to sleep. I will be on tomorrow. Man, I look weird. I'm gonna be on tomorrow. You wake up at 4 or 5 your time, right? And that's like 2, 3. Should be doing everything in the morning anyway. But in case I go with my dad somewhere, I'll let you. And I'm still out there by 3. I'll let you know, and then I'll get on.
Yeah,
We'll
while
continue
that's
the other
happening.
act for Diablo.
Oh. Fun fact, there is an end to this. It's exactly 250. Because this game caps out at making 250 tokens.
Yeah.
Of any type, so.
Yeah, continue that. Did that same friend, your coworker, did he ever want to, what's it called, play Tiny Tina? Because I know that's what he wanted.
69, nice.
He needed help on Ultimate.
Wink. I could give up and move on to the next game, which I should do for entertainment value, but I also do run board wipes, so it's like...
Wait, his wife plays with him?
If I stick with it and I let him do the whole thing, and the next card I draw is a board wipe, then he'll probably scoop. So I don't have to lose this game, I guess.
Oh,
it just looks bad.
It's a big deal.
It's a little busted, but like I said, it caps out at 250. Also, he's counting on me not having any board wipes, so like I said, I could, in theory, draw a board wipe, and then he'd be effed on my... Because none of these squirrels come with haste. They can't attack the same turn they come out. So.
Question, is it Vanguard that has Snoop Dogg as a character you can play as in Call of Duty?
What's up? That's...
Yeah, apparently they revealed it that Snoop Dogg is
I'll leave it in your hands. Should I keep going? We're about halfway to the end game right now. Should I just sit through this, or should I just go to the next game? Because like I said, I could end up being losing if the card I draw isn't a board wipe. So essentially, I've lost, but it's not guaranteed. I won't blame you if you tell me to move on.
Oh. Okay,
Won't blame you.
Vanguard. Okay, when I saw that, I was like, I know I wanted to play as Donnie Darko.
Alright.
You know, when it came out. What's it called? I think I also want to play as Snoop Dogg. That's pretty cool.
Alright. So, do you have an opinion of?
Oh, okay.
Alright, so if you're cool with playing, it's mainly for you, because at the end of the day, you're watching the stream. I just don't want you to feel like bored. I consider it us hanging out with like friends, you know. I would want to keep my friend bored.
Wait, does it come with the same thing like Cold War? With like guns and stuff like that?
Yes. Not really, but here, give me character player. I guess we'll just target his face for funsies. Alright, so we didn't draw the board wipe, so we're probably end up losing.
I guess I'll look in the disadvantage.
A good game to him. Resolve. Concede. Alright, give me 1 second.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Ooh. Wow, that's pretty dope. Well, Turtle Beaches isn't the top. Um,
Me compensa con.
sí, ya sé, como siempre. Um, yeah. I thought Turtle Beach is still up there in like headphone stuff. Like that's still really good to buy. I thought they were like. I thought. Hmm. What about Razer? Hmm. Alright, I'll let you know when I'm home tomorrow. My dad just told me I have to go with him to go help him with a side job again. So, bitch. Which again, I'm not even helping. All I'm doing is just sitting there on my phone for like hours. Yeah, so I'll let you know when I'm home tomorrow. And then just message me back when you wake up. Alright, talk to you tomorrow. Bye.
Oh my god.
Is it God thing?
Yeah. Sorry about that. I don't know if you if you left, I understand. Yeah, you had. God damn, that's terrible. Oh,
Let's pray.
no, it's just she.
Have
So
a family.
I thought it was like a serious thing. Like she had she was like she what do you call it, had like something important to say. But no, it was just more of the religious tribe. Again, if any of you out there are watching, it's not. I consider myself to be Christian and stuff like that, but I don't like it when people tell me how I should have my own personal walks with my faith. And unfortunately, in addition to my roommates, my mother also lives with us, and she's not so open-minded. Thank you. And so she sees a lot of what I do, especially for leisure time, as if I'm not worshiping God every single day, then I'm not living my life right, you know. So yeah. But talking to you, Jose, it was about the baptized thing.
I need to get back.
Yeah, she's freaking out about that. I thought she was gonna tell me, like, the way she was like crying and like stuff like that. I honestly thought that she was like about to tell me like a family member died. Like she told me to sit down the whole spiel. I was like, and then she hits me with like, I'm gonna write something down really important on this, and you're gonna tell me how you feel about this. So she writes down this Bible verse, and I look it up on my phone. It just says, you need to, you know, read this, and I'm like, dude, it essentially just says, it's like, if you listen to God and you get baptized, you will, live a prosperous life. And if you don't listen to the word of God, you're gonna be damned. That's what the scripture essentially said. And I'm like, and so she's like, oh no, and it's like I just want to make sure that you get baptized before I die, because I don't think you're gonna do it if I die. I'm like, okay.
Who's gonna control your suit when it dies?
I know. It's like my mom's survived cancer already. Like, and I survived cancer. My grandpa survived it like 6 times, and he's in his high 90s. Like, trust me, people are finding my dad should be dead by now. And then,
Should we all be dead by now? The way that we're eating shit. Why'd he get it?
I think he might have just gotten flooded, because he wasn't missing land drops. He just might have not gotten any. He could have kept the God hand. God. Yeah, to answer your question, Koa, my mom is hyper religious, and I am a little bit. I have a base. I have a base faith in the Christian God, known as Jesus Christ, and I have my own religious pact, and I walk with Him. I do not condemn anybody if they choose to either be atheist and or be of another person's faith. In fact, I empower that as someone who has grown up in a household that consistently puts down other people's, you know, sense of religious freedom. But, it's a little much sometimes. And it can be tough on my roommates. Because it'd be one thing if it was just me that had to deal with that. Because I grew up with it. I grew up in a small town in Nampa, Idaho. And there's a bunch of religious freaks up north. But to have my roommates deal with it's a little tough. Cold steel heart. That's how I feel right now. Well, the religion thing came way before the cancer thing. The cancer thing was a pretty recent thing, and it was a pretty quick procedure. It wasn't life threatening or anything. It wasn't like breast cancer.
Let's see what he's doing.
He's cancer. Oh wow, that's a card I haven't seen in forever. This is the predecessor to Terror of the Peaks.
No correct, that one is just based on mana value.
But back into the game.
Just find it funny because you both are like shutting it.
Yeah. Luckily, mine came first. I'm gonna have to. Oh wow, it's double Sarkins.
I'm pretty sure this one's only mana value. If it's 7 or greater, there's 7 other shit in it.
It's for.
It's not even like terrible fix.
Oh, I just got my Hail Mary. All's good when you have Elder Dragon Planeswalker, I suppose.
Shit, bitches.
Watch all of his stuff disappear. I love this card. Boosh! Boosh! The rest is still unwritten. Feeling lost. Yeah, the Planeswalker that I played, these are its abilities right here. Feel free to read it or screenshot or whatever. But basically, I can tick it up to do 3 damage to him or any target on the field. And the middle ability is what I used when he first came in. It allows me to clear any of his colored permanents on the field that have a mana cost less than X the amount of counters I'm paying taken off of him. So he's one of the more oppressive planeswalkers in the game. That's why he costs so much. 8 mana is a lot in Magic in general. But again, it only works on colored permanents, which is why his colorless artifact, even though it was under 4, stayed on the field. And then, quick note, lands do not have colors, though they tap for colored mana. Alright. And then we're gonna do the thing with we're gonna play some. First, we're gonna clear his board. 3. So his stuff goes bye-bye again. Then I'm gonna play another dragon. Cause yeah, dragons. And then I play this cool card that I told you about a couple games ago. And then we're just gonna keep hitting his face. Yay, we're hurting him. And that's how you do it. That game was a little bit unrealistic though, because we also went against a deck that required a lot of setting up. So he was kind of punished for it when we drew the Ugin Planeswalker. Yeah, Myrtle time. That's exactly right, bro. What do you call it? He made a pretty good analogy that you know, the ice sculptor guy is a lot like Myrtle.
The ice feature?
Yes, so Volta, the ice sculptor, the one that I use in all my decks, that makes the ice monoliths.
Oh.
Because it makes like DP, aka mana. Oh, welcome back, JMG. Seriously. When you had left the first time, I cried for like 12 minutes. Not gonna lie. Now you're back. Just joking. But I'm really happy to have you back, brother. The stream has been going pretty fun. Fun though. There's been a lot of ups, a lot of downs, but mainly a lot of cool dragons being played. Nice. Yeah, we're happy to have you. We should, for you, James G, I should be having a new Pokemon episode uploading onto the YouTube tonight, as long with a few of the other stuff that I have backed up from my Twitch, uploading onto the YouTube. And then, of course, I'm going to be doing some more recording in general for tomorrow. Like I said, hopefully I get some Arctites recorded, and I should get another episode of the Pokemon series recorded. So. Also, because of your guys' interaction, by the way, the algorithm is really liking last time's, 2 nights ago's live stream of the Pokemon episode. So thank you for that, seriously, because that's really helping out the channel. Your guys' engagement. There's the board wipe. And of course, like I said, I'd be doing this regardless if I wasn't getting such, good feedback to start out with, but the fact that I have you two to kind of talk to is helps a lot. You guys are awesome. I probably won't do Arc Nights today. I'm gonna be finishing this stream in the next 15 minutes or so, and then I go to work early tomorrow, and then I should be out of work around like 6 p.m. my time, and then from then after that I'll probably stream Arc Nights first. That way I can get that done. We don't have to worry about the shoddy connection from last time. And then Pokemon I'm more comfortable streaming later because I don't have to worry about the Wi-Fi as often. I mean, it's happened before, obviously when we were together, but that you can. It's night and day the amount of cutoffs, the interruptions, and I should say. I'm glad you guys like it. I've always this piece this information is for you, JMG. Like, because I know you're trying to do this. I was terrified, like starting out, and I was so scared that basically all the people that I was gonna be broadcasting to would basically find me incredibly boring. And so to hear that you guys are enjoying it is awesome. And so, like, once you actually, you might have noticed I kept my word. I did end up subscribing to your channel. I followed your Twitch. I know you don't have any videos yet, but I'm looking forward to what you're gonna pump out. Okay, no problem. We love having you as always, Ko. And like I said, hopefully you're able to stop by tomorrow. If not, the VOD of tomorrow's and tonight's stream are going to be on the YouTube channel and on Twitch. So. Where I'm at, it's 11:29 p.m. PST, Pacific Standard Time. I'm based in Southern California, United States. Where are you guys from, by the way? You don't have to tell me the exact city. But interesting to know. New York? Oh my god. So it's got to be like 2 p.m. your time. I mean 2 a.m. your time. That's crazy. Thank you. Dude, that means a lot. How's the weather in Long Island right now? Alright. I know it can get really, really muggy during the summer. So I'm praying that it doesn't get too hot. Hey, Aussie, that's okay. So I understand what you meant then about um, the lag, stuff like that. So, oh, okay, I understand. Go ahead and charge it. You wouldn't want it to die on you. Vietnam's cool. For you, Kamun. That's I used to work with at a Japanese grocery store. And, one of my very closest coworkers was a Korean guy. Sorry, was someone from Vietnam. So I learned a little bit. All right. Well, I appreciate the support, seriously. Thank you guys. Oh, how before you have to dip out, JMG. How's the shiny hunting going? How did it end? Were you able to catch any shinies yesterday? Rip. F in the chat for JMG's luck. That's good. That's essentially the good as. uh, Walk that. Yeah, it's pretty good. I mentioned a little bit. I think you might have missed it because this is when we were talking about the jacket. But when we were playing the green white deck, the Selesnya deck, this is actually ended up winning a tournament using that card. There we go. There's another Drago. Alright, this card should pretty much ice out the game. Yeah. This is actually my second longest online Magic stream. Good game to the opponent. GG's all around. Talk about a blowout. All right. We're going to do, I'm going to say 2 more games, and then that'll be it. We're going to do one more with this one, and then we're going to do one with the stronger deck from earlier, the red-white. I think that'll be a good way to finish out tonight's live stream. Good luck on work today, though, Koa. Seriously. I hope it all goes well. Yeah, when it doesn't go against the hyper aggro decks. It could use a little tweaking, though. For sure. Speaking of aggro. Oh god, that's the scary card. Thank god we got a board up. I think we're gonna be okay as long as I live this turn. We just have to really hope either we draw a land or that this creature, my board just stays intact. Okay, come on. Untap land source or a cheaper board wipe. Oh, I love this card. Alright, we're good. We did it. We survived. We're awesome. There was never any doubt. We're the best. Omori? Well, I'm definitely open to it. I just needed. I've never heard of it. Like I said, I'll DM you about the stuff earlier, and then oh yeah, about the anniversary, and now about the Omori. No, that's interesting. If you can, if you have time, you can. If you could please explain it to me. Just a brief general description. Okay. Uh-oh, Dust Grows. So, luckily, our friend Koa knows how this ends. Because we got our lovely planeswalker right here, Mr. Ugin. So, I said, yeah, I'd be open to playing the Omori game in a bit. I'll definitely find a spot for in my schedule. I'll give it a look. Also, I'll DM you about the what I think, my thoughts on the third anniversary stuff for Arknights. Hey, we did it. Oof. Yes, very. And I'm very much looking forward to it. Um, it'll probably be like around 7 p.m. ish PST. We're gonna do the. We'll start with the Arknight stuff, and then we're gonna do Pokemon after that. But I do want to stream for sure. Oh, we're very much in the driver's seat right now. Check this out. Yeah, opponent would have to play something really amazing to get back in the game. And that's it. That's a wrap. You get a free card, Panic Bystander. That's funny. That's pretty cool art. The one on the right, the black one. Gruesome, but cool. Alright. And as promised you, one last game with the good deck. Alright. Of course, we'd go. A villain's name is Mike. A villain's name is. Let it be known that I fucked up Mike's day today. That's right. Never count me out. I should say us, because we're a team. We're all a team here. There's our board wipe in case we get into trouble. Ooh, that's a scary one. He's gonna pop our artifact right now. Which kind of messes with our mana base a little bit, but it is what it is. Still think we're okay. There we go. Now it's up to us to draw into creatures. You okay, bro?
Yeah, it's just like.
Mm-hmm. You already know we're about to mess up his day. Boom. I think JMG's phone might have died. Rip. We'll miss you, brother. Long Island, stand up. Ranger class. This guy's in a class of his own. Oh, no. Hit me with the guy's blessing. We shuffled his graveyard back into his deck and drew a card. It's a pretty good card. We will offer the trade. Very well. So right now we have a board wipe in our hand. We're just wanting a fill-in to commit more to the board. And when he does, we're going to punish him for it. Perfect. That's exactly what we wanted. This turn couldn't have gone any better. Select all options. Boom, his board is gone. And we have our good angel. Nice. Okay. I guess I'll take a red. Bam. I think we Gucci. Double Baneslayer Angel, let's go. Yeah, villain's in trouble. It's okay, keep blowing up my lands, bro. I got more where that came from. Boom. Alright, just to ice this cake, we're gonna play him. So basically, if you've ever played Yu-Gi-Oh, or any other battle card game like Vanguard or whatever have you, the point of the point of the game is to reduce your opponent's life to 0. And there are other win conditions. Welcome back, JMG. Uh, uh, but yeah, I just essentially win. It's usually a 1v1 when it comes to Magic the Gathering, but there are different formats where you can play multiplayer, especially like in Paper Magic. We end up winning. Hell yeah. Um, you can also use. Oh, I know why Koa said that. It's because for the last few minutes it showed up as one viewer as. That's funny. Alright, well, we'll do one more, just because you had to walk away for that one. But essentially, yeah, that's how it goes. You use the lands, aka the bottom cards, these ones that you see here on the right, to produce mana, aka energy, to play these the rest of these spells. So, yeah. So this really will be our last game. But in a way, I'm happy though. I really want to keep this land, for example, because it does have a nice balance between land, cards that produce mana, and cards that actually do stuff in game. So I think I can, in layman's terms, explain to you why I'm keeping this starting hand. Villain is taking quite some time to make his decision. Usually, don't worry, guys. It's not your Wi-Fi. It's there we go. It seems like he was just AFK for a second. Oh, this is one of the more aggressive decks. This is the one of the white decks that we saw from previously. But we're equipped to beat it this time around. At least we hope. There we go. Welcome to the live stream. I don't. Villain might has his back up against the wall, so I don't blame him for taking too long on his moves. But there we go. Yeah, we were just. It was a little bit too perfect of a matchup for us. We had the removal for all this stuff as it came down, so it just goes to show mid range actually does a pretty good job mopping up aggressive decks as long as we get the right hand. All right, guys. Oh well. Remember what I mentioned earlier when we had the couple of those games where those people surrendered. It's about card advantage, and he saw that I was beating him on card advantage. Yeah. And then he knew what kind of deck I was by the way the style I was playing. So, thank you so much for everyone and joining today's live stream. I really appreciate it. You guys have been phenomenal. I do need to get some rest because it's officially tomorrow my time. Now, I officially joined you guys into the future now. So thank you so much. If you enjoyed tonight's content, Magic content, or looking forward to any of the Pokemon or the Arknights content that'll be streaming tomorrow, go ahead and smash the like button on the videos on YouTube. Hit the like on Twitch, follow on Twitch, subscribe on YouTube, and of course hit the notification bell. It really helps the channel. You guys, especially you, Cohen, JMG, thank you so much. You guys have been awesome. Love you guys, and Mina daisuki, ara ara, sayonara. Good night. Best of luck, JMG. Sincerely. Don't give up.